Hey guys, how's it going? This is Vitamin CK's
Zuko.
and K Sizzle, and today we're going to crack the customs with Olimar. Let's start off with the Hardy Pikmin Pluck. Pluck Pikmin that have more durability, but it takes longer to pluck them. So as you can see, definitely a lot slower to pluck them, but these have a longer lifespan. So when it comes to generally killing them, right now it's on him, which we'll delve into another custom that relates to that, but as far as just throwing them out there and him attacking them, they live on for a really, really long time. So if you're willing to take a little bit longer to pluck these Pikmin,
This guy won't die.
and just have them survive for a really long time, if you want to keep them by you, then this might be the custom for you. But it's up to your preference, because when you die, you start off with no Pikmin, so you gotta fall here, use your invincibility frames to pluck out these Pikmin, and if you're doing that, then you're probably gonna be able to pluck one safely. Maybe the two one will be questionable, but guys, we can test that right now. So I'm gonna drop down to the bottom. Yeah, so the second one you'll be punished. So it's definitely a double-edged sword in that regard. But having a Pikmin that can survive through a lot of things sounds like a good idea.
Sounds very good. Yeah.
But it seems like an equal trade-off.
Right. I have the explosive pluck, which adds an attack. So when I pull out Pikmin, I don't know if the attack differs depending on which Pikmin I pluck out. I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't think it does either.
And you can't do it, if you have 3 Pikmin, and you obviously can't do it in
So
the air
there needs
ever.
to be a Pikmin in the ground for you to pluck, and since you have 2 now, so you'll be able to do 1.
Yeah.
But after that, you can't. So you can't do it in the air either.
Right. Shield damage wise, I think it's okay. I believe. Let me do that on you. And yeah, it's whatever.
Yep, very standard.
Stuff. I don't really know what else to talk about. Maybe you can hit below the ledge. I'll try that really quick. So hang on.
I think so. I think it will.
Yeah, well, Olimar's really big, so hard to test. But I think it would. Maybe not like Greninja or Sheik, who kind of hangs really low.
Wait, that was a little bit weird. When you hit me the first time on the ledge, I took purple damage. So do that again. Alright, so I took electrical damage there. So that's strange.
I don't know if it matters. Actually,
Yeah.
that knockback seemed worse, so maybe it does matter.
What's next? Is it purple? So
I think
maybe
it's purple.
maybe I'll take the most knockback there. Alright, so we were wrong on that. I want to assume just because I know testing all of them would probably be a little bit harder because I have to killing myself to see on the knockback. But going off of that, they made sure that whenever you plug, because if you normally plug them with the normal neutral one and this one, there isn't any damage. But this one, they made sure to add the damage that correlates to the element. So I took electrical damage, I took poison damage. So it seems like the purple one I just take max. So I want
the
to.
damage is different too. I
Yeah.
think this one will do the most now, but I gotta get rid of them.
Yeah, let's just do
17 to.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
7 damage there. So yeah, it does. Alright, so that's cool. This is an added feature right there we didn't know of beforehand when we were testing this move. So it's pretty cool. So it adds a new element to that move.
Still a little slower though, so you gotta. I mean, it's not as slow, so thankfully you can still kind of use this, but you're not gonna always get your 3 Pikmin in certain situations,
Alright, so let's move on to the Sticky Pikmin Throw. Throw Pikmin that are harder to shake off, but their attacks do less damage. So, automatically coupled with the one that I already have, this makes it really, really strong because these Pikmin are automatically harder to shake off, and because I plucked them with the Hardy Pikmin Pluck, they have more durability. So, they are harder to shake off, and they live longer. So, if you want to normally kill them with a move I don't know, he's using up tilt now because he's Olimar, but it's going to be harder to shake them off, so you're going to be dealing a lot of damage, but at the same time not as much as normally, because the drawback in this move is that your attacks are going to be doing less damage.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if Olimar has great ways to shake them off, but either way you get the idea, where it takes a while, and then they're going to live.
Yep.
Kind of is bad for the opponent, because usually you want to kill them, so they have to at least pluck another one. I have the Tackle Pikmin Throw, which basically makes all the Pikmin act sort of like a purple, in that they won't latch on, but they will have knockback, and they're all a little bit different. So we're gonna have to, what's it, yellow and then blue. So let's see what happens. Red goes on fire, electric kind of stuns him, blue slides him away. Yeah, so I like this one just because now you're getting consistent hitboxes when you throw them. It won't latch on, but I mean, this kind of just makes the zoning even better.
Purple
my
Pikmin is
opinion.
really good, and to have all of them have that effect is definitely crazy.
Yeah, like the walls you can create with this thing seem really good. And then, you know, when you get close, you smash it or something like that.
Yep.
So I like this one a lot.
Alright. Then let's go on to the Winged Pikmin Jump. Winged Pikmin pull you straight up very quickly, pushing any enemies aside. So let's tack on that second feature right there. There's a wind box in the start, so it'll push any enemies on the side. I'm sure maybe it works in the air too. Let's try that out. Jump in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so it still works in the air. So you're always going to have this constant wind box around you at the start. Now, this Wind Pikmin, it pulls you up very quickly, straight up. So no like tapping it or anything like that, or letting the Pikmin take their time moving you depending on the Pikmin that you have. This will just bring you straight up really, really quickly. Now, the thing is, I'm finding it a little bit hard to attack out of it. I don't know if it's because maybe I'm like... I was having trouble earlier. I guess I'm not having the trouble now. I was just trying to there. I don't know if it's maybe a limitation with the Winged Pikmin where if you do it too many times in a row, it won't let you. This entire time I've been trying. Or maybe I just suck. Could be that. But I'm trying all the aerials. That was an air right there. This is forward air. This is down air, you know? But if I believe if I wait, like I wait now, then I won't have any trouble. So I want to say it's definitely something to do with like the timing, you know? If I wait like 2 seconds, then I can do it. But if I go straight into it again, it won't let me. Maybe it's a limitation with the normal B as well, or it's just with this one. Who knows? But that's something to know, you know? Especially if you're fighting against it, so you don't have to worry too much if they want to over-abuse it. As far as like the Pikmin that I'm currently that I currently have, I don't know if maybe that has anything to do with it. I think the wing, it just seems like the distance is always the same.
Throw them all away.
I'll throw them all away now. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it seems like it's all the same to me. So.
Okay.
Alright, let's move on to the Mighty Winged Pikmin.
Yeah, the Mighty Winged Pikmin, which states that you can fly as far with the Pikmin in tow or without, but you can't fly that far to begin with. So regardless of how many Pikmin I have, it seems like I'm only going to go in a certain amount of distance. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about managing your Pikmin when you're recovering, which is pretty cool. I guess the downside is that you won't recover
as
too
much as
far,
like, normally.
You know, thankfully you can still like attack out of it like the normal one. I don't know if there's a timer on this one either, but I mean you get the idea. It's just that now you don't have to worry about an extra step. You're just sacrificing some distance. So it's kind of like an ease custom. Like maybe I'm not good at recovering, so I want to slap this one on.
Yeah,
or
you're willing to sacrifice a little
it.
bit of the recovery at the end too.
Because, you know, if you throw away, like, all your Pikmin, then you're going to have no options to, like, guard yourself except for, like, Nair in the air, you know? And you're kind of forced to pluck more Pikmin, which maybe you don't want. So, you know, these are, like, trade-offs. I don't think this one's that bad. I think it's okay, but I probably would like the normal one better just because if you work around it, there's more freedom.
Okay.
And I think that's it, yeah.
Let's move on to the final two. So I have the Order Tackle. Recalled Pikmin will deal damage when returning, but you're left vulnerable. So this is going to have a little bit more end lag at the end. You see I'm going to hold shield there. But the gimmick is that whenever the Pikmin recall to you, they're in a constant hitbox. So you saw the fire would hit them there. If they're lashed onto them, they'll give them one final strike when they're coming back to you. So it's pretty cool in that regard, you know? You can add extra pressure, you know, if you have like all three lashed on, especially with the sticky Pikmin throw, you know, it's going to be harder for them. And then once you realize, okay, maybe he's hitting him a little too much, I want him to come back, but I also want to still have pressure and control, I'm going to hit him with it one more time. And then that gives you coverage as well, because the drawback to this move is you can have extra recovery at the end. But what does that matter when you're also hitting someone at the same time? You're covering that end lag.
Yeah.
So I think that covers the move entirely. Also, it does have super armor as normally. We'll try to test it out with jab. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so it has it there. Still very minimal. And now we'll move on to the Dizzy Whistle.
Yeah, which will spin your opponent and kind of drag them in. Now, the range on this is as like shown by the whistle, and it seems to be the same as the other whistles. So you're getting a pretty good like spin around move that can just like mess up recoveries, mess up their stage presence, things like that. And you could do it in the air. I don't know if this one has super armor. We were trying to like see if it does, but since it like hits him, it's kind of hard to time it. I don't believe it does. Maybe. Let's try that a few times.
Yeah,
All right,
try.
3, 2, yeah.
Oops. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's very, very hard to test just because the moment that move comes out, I'm hurt. While the other ones, they don't do that. It's just I'm constantly in the move and I'm not affecting my opponent. And I think this one differs from the other spin customs in the game or any other moves like that because the other ones just seem to turn you around. So if I were to be like charging like an attack, like forward smash or something, it turned me around. But this one stops me. It deals damage to me. So it's different in that regard. And as you can see what he was doing there, he's like juggling me with the, if he constantly spams it, so like imagine, maybe I'm like a lower percenter, he has less rage, he just keeps doing it to me. Obviously it's not like an actual combo, but you might be able to like trick someone by doing it like twice and they just blow their mind, like, oh, what the heck just happened? And then like maybe go into an up smash or read their air dodge will come out. So, yeah, pretty tricky move, alright?
Yeah, I like this one.
So, that covers Olimar. You know, he has some pretty interesting neutral Bs to pluck the Pikmin. Definitely some very good side specials to make them even more annoying for your opponent. And then as far as the wing Pikmin, you know, mine is a little strange when it comes to the timer. It might not be strange at all. I'm not familiar with Olimar, so this timer thing could have always been a thing.
Yeah, and I don't really like how it's always heavy in the beginning, so you're kind of just like stuck there for a bit. But at least you do get your attack, and you do go a decent amount of distance, I think, in general. And the down Bs, I like mine just because it turns them around. It's really interesting. And yours seems okay if they're latched on. I don't think it's that great if they're like kind of just scattered around. But the guaranteed damage when you pull them back too is pretty cool. But the thing about Olimar's customs I like is that they all kind of like go together. Like certain combinations just kind of like mesh really well.
Yeah.
Like having the health buff plus the sticky buff makes them really annoying, and or even just like throwing them, like mine. If they have more health, then you know they're not gonna die when you smack them away. In fact, they might not die like ever unless they get like thrown off the stage. So you know, it's interesting that like he has combinations that really go well together.
Very strong combinations. So let us know what you guys thought. Give us a like, comment, subscribe if you'd like, and see you guys next time.
Later.